And without further ado, I present Treasurer Daniel Clark and Chief Financial Officer Jorge Perez, who are going to guide us through a number of things. And I think that other guest stars, such as Julie Shanklin and Kevin Platchey, will also be appearing in this B&A.
Sure. Yeah. Great, Virgie. Thank you so much. We'll go first to the 2021 Keller deduction, and that's on page 11 of the late stuff. There is a memo there. The amount is 380. Okay. All right. It's a 380. Okay. 380. Okay. A 3. Okay. Yeah. It's and there and stuff. And okay. For that one, I'll go with Shanklin for this, please. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure anyone really wants to hear about Keller late in the afternoon, but here we go. The amount we're recommending, that Budget and Audit is recommending to this year is $385. Just for comparison, and there is a comparison chart in the materials, the amount recommended for 2020 was $155, and the amount recommended for 2019 was $125. If you have questions about why the amounts are different, I can explain it, but since we're behind, I won't offer that at the beginning. So for those of you who don't know, which might be no one, based on a U.S. Supreme Court opinion, Keller versus State Bar of California, mandatory state bar fees may not be used over members' objections for activities that are political or ideological in nature and which are not reasonably related to regulating the practice of law or improving the quality of legal services. So there's a little bit of a difference between GR 12.2. So there are some things that the bar is authorized to do under GR 12.2, but are appropriate to include in the optional Keller deduction. And so this is just how we calculate it. There are three parts to the calculation. Really, we take the entire legislative function budget for 2021, and we divide it by the estimated number of license fee paying members for 2021 to come out with the pro rata share, and that is $3.91. And then we look back at the 2020 numbers and hours to determine what activities the legislative staff actually engaged in, and we determine which ones of those are chargeable, which means they can be charged to all members, or which ones are non-chargeable, which can only be charged to non-objecting members. And that giant spreadsheet is in attachment A. It's very long and detailed, but you'll see that we determined that nearly everything this year was non-chargeable, except for a little bit of time spent on 1788. I think it was like 3 hours this year, and a little bit of time spent on the legislative comment policy. And so if you look in your materials, you can see that the percentage of non-chargeable activities this time was 90.24%. So you multiply that by the pro rata share, and you get $3.53. Then there are two other pieces that are added to that. We add in the entire ABA delegation expense divided by the number of members, which came out to be 14 cents. And the third part of the calculation actually also came out to be 14 cents, which is interesting. But that is basically, we try to identify anything else that we have done that is appropriately included in the deduction amount, and that includes staff time, which would be prep time and meeting attendance time, salaries, benefits, overhead, board meeting time, et cetera, and that amount, and if you want the et cetera explained, I can do that. But that also came out to 14 cents. Then you add those all together, and we came out with $3.81, we rounded it up to the next round number, which was 385, and 385 is the recommended amount. The second attachment is the compilation of the expenses and activities for Access to Justice Board, Council on Public Defense, and Pro Bono and Public Service Committee. Those are predominantly with the other places that we find expenses that are appropriate to include in Keller. Questions?
Questions from anyone? There are no questions. Oh, question from Governor Clark himself.
No, not really, but I'll do a, okay, I'll make one, okay, for this to be a, yeah, thanks.
Those correct me if I'm wrong, but I took that as a motion to approve the 2021 Keller deduction.
Uh-huh.
Second.
Second from Governor Higginson. Any discussion? Okay, I'll move to a roll call vote. Governor Abell. A bold Governor Abell. Governor Angelo.
Aye.
Governor Clark.
Aye.
Governor Gerbicki.
Aye.
Governor Higginson.
Aye.
Governor Knight. Governor McBride.
Aye.
Governor Peterson.
Yes.
Governor Schicchetti.
Aye.
Governor Stevens.
Aye.
Governor Swagel.
Did you get that?
I saw your camera flashing on and off, but I
Bye.
can note it as a yes. Governor
I was
Tollefson.
getting candy.
Yeah. Governor Tollefson.
I vote yes.
Governor Williams Ruth.
Aye.
11 votes in favor, none against. The motion carries. The Keller deduction is approved. I'm also making a ruling of the chair that you are allowed to consume candy at your desk. It is not a breach of decorum.
Excellent. It's very good candy.